We keep it real.
We keep it raw.
We keep it uncut.
All day.
We are
Marriage Takeover.
Welcome to Marriage Takeover's Kitchen Conversations. We're here every Thursday night, 7 p.m., giving you the opportunity our first 5 minutes to check in. Check in, rep your city, rep your state.
Rep.
Let us know where you're tuning in from. Are y'all ready for tonight's conversation?
Yo, it's fire. It's fire. Come on. Check in. Y'all know how we do it. First 5 minutes. We on the ready. We are on the ready. Oh. Come on.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Oh, Alabama in the house. New York in the house. Come on. What? Check in. You know how we bring it to you live every Thursday. All right. It's the last run. Check in. This is that last run. Check in.
Hey.
Hey, I hope y'all ready for what's on the dinner plate for tonight. It's gonna be easy. I got everything ready to go. Come on. Rock with me. What? Take over.
One more time. We're going to do the first one. One more time.
We're gonna run it one more time. Check in. Let us know where you visiting from, where you watching from, cause it's on and popping tonight. It's on and popping tonight. Hey, give a quick shout out. I mean, throw up something if you was here last week. It's going down. Going down in the kitchen.
Hey, from Florida.
Oh, the Sunshine State is in the building.
Love it. Hey.
Break it down now.
You did a whole church walk.
It's a takeover, Slim. We taking over.
Yes.
Yo.
Was that the doorbell?
I don't know. It's the doorbell. Hey, But once time and again, this is another episode of Kitchen Conversation. Yo, you already know who it is.
I'm your girl, Tamika.
I'm your boy, E-Rock.
We keep it real.
We keep it raw.
We keep it uncut.
All day.
We are
Marriage Takeover.
Listen, we help couples in crisis win in their marriage by identifying their triggers and breaking generational cycles.
Yeah.
So welcome to Kitchen Conversations. We are so excited to have you here. We are so happy to have you here. Did y'all hear our doorbell ring? Our doorbell ring. And we got our chef.
Wait a minute. We got celebrity chef of Craven Flavors, Mike coming in the house. Chef Mike in the house. Hey, listen. Hey, I'm glad you're here because we're about to pop some popcorn. We're about to pop popcorn.
Listen, Philip said last week we want popcorn.
Hey, it was popcorn coming.
We see Ennis, is it Ennis or Ennis, Texas in the house?
Yeah.
Rep your city.
Texas showing up.
Welcome to Kitchen Conversations. We are so excited to have y'all here.
Yeah.
Y'all are in for a treat tonight.
Oh, yeah.
We got celebrity chef Mike in the house.
Still got his badge on, but hey, y'all get
Tuck that under your shirt. We ain't repping.
It's been a long day. Celebrity chef out doing what he do.
So we are excited. I'm gonna move out the way.
So I'm finna get over here and get some.
Can we
I'm finna get somewhere and sit down. I'm finna get somewhere and sit down.
So for all of you all who are, you gotta turn it just a little bit more so they can.
Yeah, I got you right there. Boom.
Move yourself back this way.
However you wanna do it. Oh, this one's straight.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
So, for those of you all who are new here, this is your first time here. Listen, we do this every Thursday night, 7:00 p.m. and Eastern Standard Time, and we are excited to do that. We just have a conversation, right? We talk about anything around marriage, relationships, the topics, you name it, we talk about it, right?
Yeah.
And so, we want to make sure that
you name it, we talk about it. Boom.
That we are here to, again, just pour out, right? So what else did I want to say? Oh, and make sure that you go and you like, you share, and you subscribe.
Like, subscribe, and share. Because it is on and popping in the kitchen tonight.
What you need, Chef?
A bowl.
What kind of
bowl?
It don't matter. Just put some
big bowl, little bowl.
Right up. Just have one of them up there.
Right hey, what's up? What's up?
Up top.
Yeah, I was looking for are the dishes in the dishwasher clean?
Yeah, they should be.
Okay,
there we go. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for.
Oh. So hey, listen, I feel good. We have celebrity chef Mike in the house. I know what you mean, celebrity chef. Yes, celebrity chef. All I can say, go Google it. You'll see what we talk about. So, y'all know how you like to Google. That's why I'm leaning in. You're lean in.
I don't want to pop you in your
So,
head,
Chef, what's on the menu for tonight? They ain't paying us. They paying you. That's cool.
They can't see nothing.
So what's on there?
Since it's football season, we're gonna do a little advertisements. We're gonna do a shrimp quesadilla. We're gonna do some deep fried salmon bites, and I'm gonna introduce a lot of people to. I can't tell you my recipe, but Parmesan truffle tortilla chips.
What?
Parmesan truffle tortilla chips.
Yeah.
Parmesan truffle.
Because you guys did not let us know what you wanted for dinner last week.
No, they did.
Philip said popcorn.
We finna pop some popcorn.
So while Chef Mike is doing his thing,
we gonna eat some
have
popcorn.
Some popcorn.
And we're gonna enjoy our kitchen conversation.
So I see a lot of comments up on the thing. Where's our moderator? Let's see. What's the people saying? Oh, I see all the hearts. Thank you guys so much. So, y'all know we can't do all this special jazzy stuff. So,
they said, hello, beautiful kitchen.
Hello.
Hey,
thank you so much.
Yes, it is.
Gracias.
What are we talking about tonight, babe?
You know what we're talking about.
What are we talking about?
As you already, we are still on that topic of communication.
Yeah, but what we talking about?
So remember, right from last week. First off, hold on. If you was here last week and if you did the homework, throw some hearts in there.
What was the homework, baby?
Huh? What was the craziest thing you've done? in your marriage? Because remember we was talking about the couple that got arrested for doing the do on the Ferris wheel.
Hey, that's what I plan on doing. I get married next Friday.
Yeah, I'm excited about that, y'all. My man has been waiting for a minute.
A long time. I got you. Wait a minute, baby. Wait a minute. We got to do it this way. Hey, Philip, if you on,
we got your popcorn.
This popcorn, Slim. You wanted popcorn? We got it. We are cooking popcorn tonight. So, hey, now check it out. What was that question, honey? Because you had a question.
Y'all, I went to this.
Just the question.
Phenomenal.
That's all we need is just the question, baby.
You know, when you do that personal work for yourself, it's amazing, right?
So hold on.
So
how many of y'all do personal work for yourself?
Personal development. It'll save your marriage. It'll save your life.
Get out of there.
It'll save it. I'm trying to tell you.
So, hey, who do personal development for themselves? Who do personal development for their marriage? Just throw your hands out. I'm gonna give you some time.
We're gonna give you some time.
I need a cup.
There you go, Phil. We got popcorn tonight.
Anyone with glasses, yeah.
So, and that's the thing, right? Oh, what we got? Anybody answer the question?
Moderator.
I'm already moving a little slow tonight. It's all right.
Montgomery, Alabama. We already said that. I'm a little late, y'all. Y'all pray for your sister.
Come on. What we got? Anybody? Any comments? All right. So, hey, check it out. So, what was that question that you had got today, baby?
So, why is it that we serve a phenomenal God, a God of all grace, a God of all abundance, a God of all things, who is the source, and yet we still struggle
to communicate?
We still struggle to share our thoughts, to share our feelings. We still struggle to with our limiting beliefs of what is possible, what we can do, what we think we can do, what we're capable of.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Why is that? Because somebody tell me why, like you said, why do we struggle when we serve a phenomenal God? So I had to look at myself with this one, right? Why do I struggle? Is it because I'm concerned about what they may think of what I'm gonna say, or how they may feel, how they may react, or what they may think, right? So you think about it. I'm sorry, I'm enjoying the popcorn.
Oh, so that you can't. You gonna talk and eat?
My bad. Go ahead. I'm trying to drink.
So one of the things that I was thinking about, even inside of that space, right? We have, while we struggle with those particular areas, like, do we really trust God enough to communicate with our spouse?
Ooh.
Do we trust God enough to really be able to share our most intimate thoughts and feelings? Are we authentic enough to be and true to ourselves?
Wow.
So that we can become the best version of ourselves?
Wow.
Like, think about that, because sometimes you don't have those deep, intimate conversations with your spouse and you stay on the shallow just because sometimes you are afraid to be able to go to that deeper level because you've been hurt before.
Right.
You are afraid to be able to get to a new area in your life. You are afraid sometimes to tap into who you are authentically.
Woo. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
So why is it that we have these things when it comes to ourselves and our limiting beliefs, when God made us all wonderful, amazing? We were made in his image, created in his image, and everything that he made is good. Why are you now afraid to be able to communicate? Yes, questions, comments.
Someone said trust issues. Someone else said holding on to our faith gets hard. And someone else asked what's for dinner.
What's for dinner, Chef Mike?
Okay, so we doing, I repeat myself. So I know it's football season and some people kind of confused about what to bring to a football party or, whatever the case may be. So we're going to do deep fried salmon bites with probably a little bit of mumbo sauce, some Parmesan truffle homemade tortilla chips, and some shrimp quesadillas.
Y'all know nothing about
Boom.
that mumbo sauce. That mumbo sauce.
That's that DC thing.
So,
Hey, and last week, Philip requested that we have popcorn. So we got popcorn.
Right.
We got popcorn.
So we in the theme.
So we there.
Someone said fear. Someone said
Trust.
What was it again?
Trust in religion, right?
Yeah.
Trust and holding on to their religion.
Holding on to faith gets hard.
It does get hard.
Nothing
You want to know why I think holding on to faith gets so hard? Because we are expecting that result quickly. And when we don't get the results that we are expecting for quickly, then we get aggravated, we get agitated, we start to doubt, it starts to get weak because now we have an expectation of something to take place because we want it now. We want to be able to see the manifestation of the thing, and when it doesn't blossom and show forth like it's supposed to,
now we'll be all
like,
mad and
man,
stuff.
I done tried this, I done done this, and it don't work.
Right. Right. And then like
you give up.
And then you want to give up.
Right.
But then so then well, what that has to say when you begin to talk about the trust issues. Well, it's like, okay, so I understand that you've been hurt before because all of us have some level of hurt. But you cannot make your marriage or whatever the case may be worthwhile if you still holding on to the hurt, because now it's like, when are you going to open up and be like, hey, you know what? I did get hurt in this area. And you can let your spouse know, but I want to trust again. Right. Hey, you might have hurt me in this area, but I want to trust again.
And think about this, right? When you don't give yourself the freedom to be able to trust, imagine what you're losing out on in life because you don't trust yourself enough to be able to trust or to love again.
Okay, my question is, so since you're not trusting it enough, are you cheating me? Because you're actually not giving me all of you.
And you are cheating your spouse when you're not giving them all of you.
You're cheating yourself and your spouse.
And yourself.
And your children. Everybody around you inside of that circle, you're cheating everybody in that space.
Right. Because of the past trauma. And that's what it is. It's a past trauma. Yeah. So understand, if every day you wake up is made new, guess what? It's a new day. It's not saying that it's easy to get over it. No, it's not saying that. But you can't allow your past to dictate your future because it's keeping you away from certain things.
That's not good enough.
And then that, like you just said, Shell, if you're messing up what God had already intended you're messing up what God has prepared for you. Right. So a lot of us, we don't really understand the power of marriage when it comes down to it. Because, man, oh my goodness, y'all about to make me start teaching in here. But a lot of us, we miss that because of the seeds that's been planted in us before we even hit that magnitude of actually knowing who we really are. Yeah. And so, to answer the question, yes, you're not just cheating your spouse, but you're cheating everybody. Oh, my bad. Make sure you lean in. Yeah, you got to lean in. Yeah. You got to lean in. So you're actually cheating everybody when you have those trust issues and not willing to try to trust again. Yeah.
And is it gonna hurt sometimes?
Oh, heck yeah.
Are you gonna cry sometimes? Yeah. Are you gonna be lonely sometimes? And is your circle probably gonna get smaller? Yeah.
But you was born by yourself.
And it's okay. You know what I'm learning? I'm learning to lean into not worrying or thinking about what other people think or say of me. Right. I'm learning that. Right? And each step and each phase gets a little more difficult and a little more difficult. But we have to be okay with trusting the innermost being of who we are.
Right.
And sometimes we don't even know who that person is.
Right.
Because we, for so long, have been living through somebody else or been trying to please somebody else or trying to be like somebody else.
Come on.
So when it comes to you and your deepest, most intimate feelings and your thoughts, like, why is it so difficult for you to truly trust who you are with your spouse?
And listen, Listen, does it get difficult sometimes? Yes. But you wouldn't have said I do if you didn't believe that your spouse was gonna be truly there for you, right?
Right.
So I mean, it's how can I say it? Sometimes we gotta really go back to the vows that we actually took and to really understand. You know what? We might need to
Go get the book. Go get the
we
book.
might no, not today. This is just
Not
a
today?
conversation. Because we might have to do another teaching
We
on the
might have
vows.
to share what, because do you know that the vows are not biblical? Some people may not even know that the vows are not biblical. Your wedding vows are not biblical.
They came. It was a Roman Catholic cardinal that wrote it. It's called the 12. It's the 12 Common Prayers. He wrote a book, but when he wrote down the vows, those are the vows that we say today. Those are the vows that he said to his wife.
Right, and then there are different variations.
And there's so many variations
of the vows, but they originated not from the Bible.
Nuh-uh. No, from a Roman
They
Catholic
originated
priest.
from love letters from a husband.
Yeah, that's it. So hey, I see my man Phil done stepped in. Phil just wants you to know we got popcorn, Slim. We got popcorn, Slim. Yeah. Hey, we got some other stuff, but we got popcorn for tonight. You hear me? For tonight's conversation.
So yeah, so what are your thoughts around that? Why is it when you say the fear, what are you afraid of?
Ooh, yeah. What you afraid of?
What are you afraid of?
What is that? What is that?
Mr. Phillips said, I see you.
Yeah, hey. And I'm dead in too, brother. You got your popcorn? Phil, you got your popcorn? Everybody throw them hearts in if you got your popcorn for the night.
So what are you afraid of?
Go on, man.
Because here's the thing, right? You were so in love with your husband, with your wife, right? You went and you made this vow. You did a covenant before God. So your vows absolutely are a covenant before God because he's a three-string cord that doesn't separate it, right? That keeps it all together.
You know what? Let me go get my book.
So when you make this covenant and you are in love with your spouse, you walk down the altar. When you start this process, right? You trusted your spouse at some point, at some level then. What changed? Why did you then become fearful to then not want to be able to trust your spouse? What happened? I know in life we be lifing, right? In life we be, stuff happens. But what happened for you not to be able to trust them in it? What brought on the fear? When you started dating, like you might for your fiance, we're gonna keep you out of trouble because you get married next
Yeah, I ain't tripping on that. Talk to me.
You get married next week.
Talk to me.
So when you start off a process, right? You start the relationship, you get deep into that relationship, and you start loving each other, right? You decide that okay, this is the one for me for the rest of my life. Have you gotten to a point that something changed that was different from when you first started dating?
I could say some people, they relax more. So it's like, okay, I can put my guards down a little bit.
So you can start farting around each other.
Yeah, farting and snoring. I'm saying,
you
take a dump while we talking. It gets that way. But
right?
if you do one thing that trickles back to the past, everything comes back again.
Yeah.
Are you telling me triggers, man?
There you go, triggers.
Yeah.
Are you saying it's those triggers?
It's always triggers.
Yeah.
So you try to not do it, but not knowing that you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that trust issues come back.
Mm-hmm.
Insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything comes back from when your ex-husband or your ex-boyfriend cheated on you. So now I'm labeled as him.
Mm.
So.
Oh, wow.
And let's talk about that because that came up today. Y'all, the podcast next month is going to be bomb. Can I tell y'all that? So we sometimes.
What about the podcast this month?
Podcast this month going to be bomb too. We got to record it.
That's right.
Right?
My bad. Hey, y'all
we got our first. Are they our first guests?
No.
Have we had? No, we've had another guest on first podcast.
They're not our first guest.
Okay.
Because remember we did.
So they are our first guest in the new season.
No. Nope.
New season starts September.
Yeah, second guest.
And the new season?
No. That one is released in October, not September.
Okay, I'm all messed up, y'all. So
Yeah,
listen, they're gonna be bomb. How about that?
Y'all
In
better
this
stick
season,
around. That thing gonna be serious.
It's bomb. So we are, when it comes to the triggers, right? So Chef Mike brings up a great point. When you're inside of a relationship, sometimes unknowingly, right? And shout out to his fiance who was amazing.
Yeah.
So if she watching, hey boo.
Hey,
So when you are in a relationship, when you're in your marriage, sometimes unbeknownst to you, subconsciously,
right.
I'll say, subconsciously, sometimes things come back because of maybe what your spouse said, what they did, what they smell like, something, a place that y'all frequented, or a restaurant that y'all went to, or maybe that you wanted to go to, but that they recommended for you to go to, and you're like, oh man, I remember that. And so it triggers something inside of you, right?
Right.
That trigger, if it's a negative trigger, what happens is it starts to then unfold and unravel. And if you don't deal with the root of it, the unforgiveness from that relationship is now carried to the new relationship. And your spouse now has nothing to do with anything in that old relationship.
And so basically, because your spouse don't have nothing to do with the old relationship, they already started out losing.
Right.
Pretty much, because you ain't give them a fair chance.
Because they didn't have a fair chance. But the funny thing is, it goes both ways.
But how can communication, though, tackle that? Because if you were to sit down and you were to say, hey, listen, why is it that you consider me this? Or you say this to me? Or when I say a certain thing, I notice that you act a certain way. Right? And then instead of you shutting down, instead of you getting defensive, instead of you dismissing it, the conversation should then start to say, you know what? Let me think about it. I didn't realize I was doing this.
Right.
But let me go back and think about what that looks like.
But then, even when you find out that what it looks like, are you willing to look at yourself to be like, dang, why do I do that?
Well, that's a part of you looking at your inner self. Because now you have to sit with it. Because first, right, it's like the AA club, right? First, you got to admit that it's something wrong. Because for most of the times, you're in denial. You are in denial. You are in denial that you have this issue. You are in denial that this thing is going on. You are in denial that you not perfect Patty. That you not perfect Peter. You in denial.
Right.
Because you think that your ish don't stink.
Ooh. It do stink.
It do smell. It do smell.
And it be the quiet ones that be the worst smell.
Oh, man.
I mean, think about it. I know we cooking, and I hope y'all not eating over dinner. But I mean, think about it. You do that little. You could be in the midst of. We in the midst of, sitting down, everybody chilling, relaxing. You in the movies, you could tell when somebody farted, and it be the worst ones because it crept up on you. And don't do it with the mouth open, like it catch you in the mouth.
My mouth was open and everything.
Right? It's the silent ones and then when you got the runs, right? I know it make a little bit of noise, but I mean, it's the quiet ones that's the worst one.
Right.
So think about that when you are silently holding on to the unforgiveness, when you are silently holding on to thinking that you're perfect, sitting in all your pride with your arrogance, thinking that ain't nothing wrong with you.
Right.
And now your relationship is going to the pit of hell.
Come on.
And you're trying to figure out how in the world
did I get here? And that, man, how in the world did I get here? That's something because think about it, man. Think about it. Because of the triggers that was not dealt with, we are actually messing up what could literally be promising. Right. Because it's something that got you to the altar. Because look at it, right? Y'all know me. I'm gonna always put the word of God to work. And for me, when it came down with us, it says that he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord.
Yeah.
Well, I come to understand that for me, because I found her, that's my favor. So when it's like, okay, God, I don't care what we're dealing with, but this is my favor. So you say that I've obtained favor from you because I found her. So I need your help to get through this.
Right. And it starts with a conversation. So we talking all month, the whole month of August. If you've been following us, everything that we talked about this month has been about communication.
Yeah.
Because it's vital. It's important. It is the life source of any relationship. Be it your marriage, be it you dating somebody, be it with your kids, be it with your parents, your family. It is a friendship.
Right.
It is the life source of any relationship.
Right. Right.
Questions, thoughts, comments. I don't see the chat moving. I don't see nothing going on.
It's all right, boo. You know, it's school time. It's school. School's in.
It's school. School is in. So yes.
But hey, it's okay. Shoot, we're gonna sit right here and.
It's funny that my Shine told me when we first started talking. She said, "I don't communicate well. I'm gonna need help communicating." So instead of me taking that to a negative, I said I'll communicate better. I set my listening skills and understanding up a little more, just so that I can help you communicate. Now,
That's
communicate very well.
That's good.
But look at it though. She actually took the time to say, "Hey, I do not communicate well."
Right.
So she communicated her stance. But like he said, he didn't take it negative. He actually made a positive out of what most people would deem for it to be a wrong.
Yeah, can you have it a blue bowl?
I have my leg in here.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. When you when you begin to, I'm grabbing them all.
Mr. Phillips said that he found his wife 18 years ago, but they've only been married 5 years because of his fears.
Ooh, that's good.
Hey,
that's good.
But hey, I'm gonna be honest with you now. So now, how has it been since you've gotten over your fears? Because I know you felt the change when you said "I do." So now, if you're over the fears, how's it been? Bliss.
Right. And did you communicate that it was a fear for you, for her? And I celebrate her for sticking in there for so long.
Hey, Max, I left.
Don't be that
for
way.
sticking in there for so long, to be there, to be that support, right?
I'm gonna celebrate my
to
dog.
love you through the fear. That's amazing.
I'm gonna celebrate.
Been great.
Hey,
That's good.
there it is then.
That's amazing.
There it is.
And I celebrate her, yeah, for loving you through that fear.
Oh yeah. Hey, tell the missus that we celebrate her
Yeah.
Please
That's
give her
awesome.
some credit.
That's
for loving you through the fears.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That was up. My man said, I got me a diamond in the rough.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because I took time to dig it out. I ain't mad at you, brother. I ain't mad at you.
Right. Now, Phil, do you wish that you would have made the decision sooner and conquered your fear sooner? Because it's been amazing now for the last 5 years. Had you stepped beyond that fear sooner? No? Okay. Okay.
Hey, that's all over. Phil keep it 100.
That's
Negative.
what I tell you he is. We love him. That's good stuff, though.
Yeah.
I applaud her for loving you through your fears and for being patient
Mm-hmm.
with you. And I think sometimes we aren't patient enough with each other to be able to love each other through that.
He said he wasn't ready.
He wasn't ready? Okay.
Hey,
And that's good. That's so good
all
for
right.
you to know that.
that's all right.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It was so funny. I gotta ask you a question. Because our celebrity chef here, he's getting married on the 2nd. And so I want to know, because we also have
That is next week.
we also have a premarital course, right, that we do. So I just want to know.
That look good.
Y'all
Try one, please.
smell good too.
Please try one.
These are these truffle chips.
Hi.
Ooh, but it's good.
That's hot, but that's good.
Yeah, a little warm. A little warm to the top, but it's good. So tell us, how was that premarital course?
Oh, man. First, I want to tell y'all, I always told him, he's my cheat code. You know, if you ever play Contra, a Super Mario Brothers is a cheat code to make you get through the stages faster. You know, without him, my relationship.
Super Mario Brothers, you went way back.
Worry about it.
Yeah. Without them, my relationship probably would have never worked. You know, because marriage counseling, it breaks down. A lot of people don't go to the root of the problem. They skip the root and go what's going on in the present. And that's where it's just the problem be fixed right now instead of moving on. I mean, they broke everything down, you know, and you get to know who you are as a person to bring into the relationship. You know, it's it was I suggest marriage counseling, even if you're just going together. You should still want to see where y'all be able to make it to that fiance and engagement level. And a lot of people, I would recommend it to anybody that's about to get married, because you don't really know yourself, so you really trying to get to know a whole person. And it gets complicated at times. And it's sometimes I ran out the door, you know, but listening to them, you have to go back, because he'll ask me, bro, is this what you really want to do? You know you don't want to leave. So I have to think about it. If me leaving that second worth leaving forever, you're going to argue. You're going to have problems because you're still trying to get to know each other. And so the whole course in counseling, it makes you put the bad on the table to kind of see if you want to deal with it. If you're willing to change or you're going to stay the same. So, yeah, I suggest if you're going to take it, go to them. You won't get the discount I get, but yeah, go to them. I'm telling you, it's worth it.
Yeah, that's good
stuff. You can't go in there being scared. I'm gonna put a piece of me on the table and save a piece of me. You can't, because you won't be healed.
Right.
Wow.
And I think that's the most important thing when you're going into relationships, to be healed. Right? And then if you're already inside of your marriage, if you're already inside of, and you haven't been healed, guess what? That's okay. Let's deal with it inside of your marriage.
Right.
Because if what happens is, and what Chef Mike said is, when, you know, you want to leave, right? When you want to run and you can check out, but guess what you're going to do? You're going to check out, you're going to pack that bag, and then you're going to take that same ish to your next relationship, to your next marriage, to the next thing, because you haven't dealt with the root. And so what we believe here at Marriage Takeover is making sure that you deal with the root, because once you deal with the root, everything else from there, you understand your why. Why do I do this? And then when you understand that why, you can then change the behavior.
Ooh, that's good, Mama.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, maybe you please don't talk with your mouth full.
My bad.
Please.
But
it is really good though.
But this is so funny. I'm gonna put up the video that I had did me when I had this. So wifey asked me to dig up a tree. She was like, honey, can you remove this tree, please? I'm not a tree removal person, not skilled. I just know to cut. Cutting the tree was fine. But when I got to the root,
it got complicated.
Getting to the root is easy, but to deal with the root, that's the part that became hard. It got so hard for me to get to the root. I find myself digging out a lot of stuff around it just so that I can dig up the root.
Yeah. Because what happens with the root is it gets stuck. And then it starts to provide its own life source where it is.
Right.
Stop. Now, I told y'all, I'm telling y'all, I did that personal work today. Y'all.
You gotta play that.
Shout out to Tanisha O. She is forgiveness coach. Man. Love her.
So, oh my God. So you gotta look at that thing, right? Because of its own life source, that means that root has locked in within itself and made a ball with deep in the soil.
Yeah.
So therefore now, it'll make that ball, now it's running.
Now it's spreading.
All over under the ground.
It's spreading. Go ahead, questions, comments?
She said thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, boo.
So
phenomenal. Thank you. Phenomenal conference today.
And so now it's spreading. So now when you're talking about,
she gonna be on next month, y'all. Sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. She gonna be on next month's podcast, y'all. I'm so excited about it. Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No, she's not. My baby giving that wrong. It's all right. I'll let you know when you'll be there. Anyway, but that root system, September is trust, not forgiveness. So I need you to go back and look at the plan. Go look at the plan. It's all right. But anyway, so that root began to spread out. Mm-hmm. And so when it began to spread out, now you got to be able to cut it. Meaning what? You got to now chop those things off so that you can pull out the nucleus. Yeah. So once you pull out the nucleus, this is the thing. It's not saying that you're not going to deal with the trigger no more. Yeah. Why? Because a piece of the root is still there. But if you don't never cut it every time it shows itself, it's just like weeds. If anyone deal in your yard, you know you pull a weed, it's coming back. You pull it again, it's coming back. But when you don't pull the weed, it begins to choke out the life source of your grass.
And your whole grass is green, but it's that crabgrass. And the crabgrass is a substitute of what the real life source in the grass is. And to look at it when you passing by and driving by, they both green, but one is not a good green.
And then you start getting...
So it's a camouflage. Ooh. It's a fake meow.
Come on, girl. Come on. And then once you get that, now you got darn dandelions coming up. So what are you saying? Meaning that if you don't deal with the root and recognize it when it pops its head, it's gonna bring that in others.
And it starts with a conversation.
And it starts with you just saying, hey, I'm not the best communicator. Or hey, I took so long, Phil, hope you don't mind, I'm gonna use yours for an example. But hey, I took so long because I was scared.
Yeah.
And if you can say, man, listen, look at the depth of the door that you opened just because you started the conversation to say, hey, it took me this long because, or I'm not the best because.
Yeah.
But y'all, hey, they way ahead of us.
Yeah, a lot of times we sit in that fear.
All right.
We want to be perfect. We want to have our own image. We want to have our own facade. And I'm telling you, I'm learning. Y'all know what I learned today?
What did you learn?
I learned today that the perfectionist and the perfectionism is the root of fear. And if you've been following us long enough, you know I am a recovering perfectionist.
Yes,
right?
Is.
I am a recovering control freak, just because there were some areas inside of my life when I was younger that I didn't control. So now I feel like I need to control every aspect and every area of my life. And as a result of that, also a root of the perfectionist, just because I wanted to make sure that I was, honey, get back in the camera. They need to be able to see you.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Is that
I was looking too.
I wanted to be perfect because I was raped and molested as a child. The facade is, and then back in the day, something happened, you got to keep it moving. So it was the facade of me now wanting to keep moving, keep going, but then having a certain image and everything was okay because I was afraid of not showing that, because then it was a look back on your family. Ooh. It was a fear of what are people going to say about your family. Like our household, my family was amazing. My mom, hands down, did all she could with everything that she had. And I love her, love her, love her. But our family motto was what goes on inside of this house stays in this house. And so if anything happened that triggered her not looking good, anything that triggered, and then we grew up in the South, so it was a thing of, listen, don't mess up my name. All I got is my name.
Don't mess. I told my own son that I don't care what you do, but you mess up my name.
Don't mess up my name. And so that was the thing. And so we were going through life, and everything that we did had to line up to not messing up the family's name. So then as a result of that, the perfectionism and all those things, and I'm telling y'all, today I got real clear inside of that conference about what I was afraid of. I was afraid of the judgment of others. Because it had to stay in the house, because we had to keep quiet, because we had to do certain things. It was the judgment of others.
Right.
And baby, I'm learning how to get free of that. And when I get free of that,
come on.
But we carry those same things inside of our
marriage,
inside of our family, inside of our homes, with our children. We carry that same fear, and it trickles down from generations to generations. And so now, how do we go through and break the cycle? We got to get to the root of that.
Got to get to the root.
Questions, comments?
Wonderful, Mr. Phillips said, in my case, I picked loyalty over love. Now my love is loyal to my wife, but that works for me.
I love it.
Do what works for you.
I love it.
I'm always telling you, do what works for you, especially when you know what the root of it is.
Right.
So yeah, do what works for you. If it's loyalty over love, I got you. But one thing that I do know, Philip, I'm gonna tell you this: loyalty can't cover what love can. Love can cover a multitude.
But I don't think
I'm saying
he doesn't love her.
No. That's not what I'm saying. But it was loyalty first, right?
Right.
Tell me, it was loyalty first before love. That's great, because guess what? We all can mess up. It don't have to be infidelity.
Ours was lust first, so I was gonna say it wasn't even love. It was a lust station.
Yeah, but look at what happened though. We fell in love. It wasn't about loyalty.
Years,
because
we thought we
both was getting ready to flex. What loyalty?
We thought we loved you. It was a lust station.
Hey, you know, back in my day, it was like, yo, we don't love them. Beep.
Listen, our kids are in the room, so I'm gonna say it was a lust station ship.
Right.
It was good.
So
we thought that everything was supposed to be great, and that was what it was. But when we hit them points of that relationship, where the sex wasn't gonna answer what was going on, then we started to hit some areas and some things, and we didn't have the communication to build and to bridge the gap because we didn't really know how to communicate.
Right. And so please understand, I'm just saying that when you is that, but like you said, you're in that place of love now. And that's where it's at, because that love, it covers. Oh my God, it covers.
Yeah.
But imagine this though. When it comes down to it, if you wasn't there for me,
you're not in the camera.
Oh, so imagine
you wasn't there for me. That's
if you wasn't there for me, no, that's
that Tupac?
No, that was the name of the movie was In Too Deep.
Oh, you was never there for me.
No, all I did was be there for you.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
All I did was be there for you. But but that's the thing, because if you in that season, if anything would have happened, then it would have went back to, oh dang, Slim, you ain't really loyal. You ain't down for me. But it was just a one simple thing. But I'm just saying, because you worked it through. But there are countless others that is the same way.
Yeah.
But because of that, oh dang, you ain't loyal. Well, love covers it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's that when you begin to roll into that, you know what? Like, listen, I'm gonna have that conversation, let you know up front. With me, it's loyalty. I love you, but it's loyalty. I count that. I listened to my man Mike. He's like, he already said, Slim, if you tiptoe out, you might as well go and stay out.
Just keep on going.
It's a wrap.
It's over.
It's a wrap. And I was like, yo, because it's that loyalty factor.
And some people can get over it, but I can't. You know, because it brings on stress, depression. It brings on, okay, what? Yeah, I see I got fat dad driven, so.
Man, you got a little man in here.
Yeah, I'm doing everything. So every time you do something, I'm going to question you. If you gone to the store, I'm going with you. If you tip off on your phone, you might be talking to your mother. I'm going with you. So now it's I can't handle it. I'm not built for it. I can't say what the next person might do. They might forgive and try to work it out. I can't.
But do you then carry that to the next relationship?
No.
Because you haven't dealt with it there?
I done had people cheat on me and a whole lot of things. So I can't put what you did inside this person.
Okay.
It's not fair.
So you leave it there.
Right.
Yeah, I leave it there and put my trust into the next person until they hurt me. And then I'm going to just keep going, because everybody deserves a fair chance. You can't love somebody and not give them a fair chance at the same time. It don't work.
Ooh, that's good.
So then would you not love the person because you didn't give them a fair chance after they messed up with the infidelity?
I gave you a fair chance. You chose, okay, put it this way. If I'm playing my part as a husband, providing sex, but paying the bills, giving you all of me, and you chose to cheat, that's what you wanted to do. Okay. So I played my part to the fullest. Now let's say I'm slacking.
Ooh.
Then I deserve it. If we have a conversation, but Mike, you're not here.
Does it mean that you deserve it because they tiptoed out?
I wouldn't say I deserve it.
Okay.
I respect it more.
So how about this though?
Listen, we got 10 minutes left.
Hold on.
We about to go into a whole nother.
So I gotta ask this question though. So if you think that you're doing everything everything that you're supposed to do as the husband, but you're not speaking her love language. Because see, a lot of times we think that we be doing everything that we supposed to be doing, playing our role, but we're not speaking the language. We're not speaking their love language.
But I want to go back, just because even if you were doing it, or even if you weren't doing it, that really is not on you. It's on them, because they made the choice to do whatever, and that really has nothing to do with you. If they decided to go and tiptoe out, it has nothing to do with you. It's on. It was what was rooted inside of their heart.
Yeah, you're gonna play the blame game. Well, you didn't communicate with me, so I.
But I want to make sure that we set the record straight, because you like the flesh, right? We do. Yeah. We want to blame somebody. We want to be able to shift the blame and not take responsibility and be held accountable. However, it is important to know that if you are in a relationship or have been in a relationship and they cheated or they did something that was unworthy and they showed that, you know, you were in, that is not because of you.
No, it's
right.
Not.
I want to make sure that we put that out, and it is not because of you. It's because they had some of their own stuff going on inside of them. That's just like a husband who cheats on his wife or has an affair, and then he goes and he gets with the person that they had an affair with and leaves his wife. Then guess what? A little later down the road, they might then cheat on the person that they had the affair with.
She's stupid if she takes him.
But my whole point is, it's not because of the spouse. It's because you got something else rooted and seated deep inside of you that you got to get that ish uprooted so that you don't continue to carry on that behavior. And sometimes what we do as the spouses, we take on that blame, we take on that shame, we take on that guilt, and it didn't have nothing to do with us.
They have nothing, nada to do.
But I'm saying mentally you'll think it because you did everything you were supposed to do and still got cheated on. So I'm thinking, dang, what did I do for you to go do something like that?
Right.
But as I continue to think about,
so it still goes back to a communication, huh?
Yeah, it always is.
Yeah.
Communication is everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's everything.
So it would be safe to say. I'm gonna tell y'all.
Questions, comments? I see something.
Wait.
No.
Listen, come on.
You want some you want a nugget, baby?
Give me a nugget.
Is it too hot? Touch it. Is it too hot?
Yeah, it's still steaming. It's still steaming.
Here, baby. Here.
Father bless it. Take you.
Yeah.
Jesus ain't pray. Amen.
Is it thank you? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Pray with me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well,
and you knew you was about to talk.
hot.
I love my husband, y'all. Questions, comments. Yo, we have 7 minutes left. Questions, comments. No questions, comments. Okay.
So hey, scared.
They're not scared. We got an amazing group of like they are phenomenal. They show up, and we thank y'all so much for showing up. They're not scared.
So
They're not scared.
hey, we got a comment. What we got?
I was going to Mr. Phillips said, "Be a good listener. Women will tell you everything you need to know. Just listen."
Yeah.
Hey, you're absolutely right.
Sometimes you don't have to listen.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to listen. If you pay attention, their behavior show you something as well.
Right. So it's still communication.
Yeah. It all boils down to communication.
Yeah, because it's their body language.
Mm-hmm.
It's what. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because you could listen and say, "I'm not mad."
Right.
But your body language
your
telling
body.
me you walking past me, moving your shoulder.
Right. And that's the thing, because when you have effective communication with one another, you look at all of that. You listen. You listen and you watch. Because dealing with my wife, she is so awesome. I have to read her body, and as I listen to what she say, because I get to the root of it. Like no.
You cheat though. You pray.
Hey, you got to know the cheat code. Listen, you got to know the cheat code.
You cheat sometimes. You pray.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all husbands something. Because because the church was established off of marriage, you got to understand the power that you possess Because when you begin to go into prayer and asking God, like, God, can show me what's going on. Show me what the deal is.
Right.
There has been countless times when I walked up to her, not knowing what she was thinking, and I just wrapped her in my arm. Yeah. Next thing I know, she boo-hoo crying. Like, what? Whoa, where's this coming from?
I got those powers too.
I'm going to just hold on to it real quick.
Yeah.
And then there's times I just show up right there and say, hey, why are you upset about boom, 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 boom? And she's like, hold on, I know we ain't talked about this. I know I ain't said nothing to you, but you ain't finna keep strutting around here with all of this. Like, nah. Because see, sometimes we as men don't really know how to step up to the plate.
Right.
And be like, you know what? Yo, this thing is serious. And I'm going to tell you this. When you, man, listen, marriage is just so powerful, man. Y'all
it's so awesome.
You got to,
like,
man.
I love being married to this dude. Like, it's awesome.
24 years through all of our ups and downs,
right?
It's still like that. Questions, comments?
Now, I tell you, it has not always been that way.
Oh, no.
We were on the brink of divorce. If you just tuning in for the first time, we were on the brink of divorce year 10, 11. And we were able, God, with the help of God, and then us doing the personal self-work, we were able to come out of the trenches and be able to have what we have now. But it was not that when we first got married. It was not. But I thank God for where we are now, just because it's phenomenal, right? And every household is different. Every marriage is different. So what works for you, it works for you.
And that's the thing. When you understand your dynamics,
right?
That was the key.
Right.
When you understand your dynamics, when you understand how your spouse is, you got to know when it comes down to that communication, man. And when, just like my man Philip was saying earlier, when you sit back and you actually listen, not listen to respond, but actually listen to hear what they're saying. Mm-hmm. Then you can actually have a deep conversation, because now you're saying that, oh, you listen. So now even if I had trust issues, now my trust issues can fade.
Right.
Now if I'm having intimacy issues, now my intimacy, it can fade, because now we can get deeper. Because I trust you, we can get deeper into this.
Right. And if you're at that point to where you like, listen, Eric, Tamika, I'm just trying to talk to my spouse without cussing, without arguing, without fussing, without fighting. I'm just trying to get through a conversation. Can we just talk?
Yeah.
Then y'all hit us up. Y'all reach out to us. Let's get a coaching call established so that you can have an opportunity to get to that safe place, right?
Yeah.
To get to a place or get to a safety zone where you say, you know what? I really want our marriage to be able to be better. I want it to work. I really want us, but we don't know how to do it. We didn't have the tools. We didn't have the resources. And so as a result, when God brought us through, showed us and gave us the wisdom, gave us the knowledge, gave us the resources to be able to do it, he really gave us a blueprint. Mm-hmm. Now we've created a blueprint, and we are here to share it with others. Like, that's what Marriage Takeover does.
Man, listen. Go ahead.
So you don't have to do it by yourself. You don't have to do it alone. And you are not alone. I want you to know that too. You are not alone inside of where you are right now. You are not alone. Questions, comments?
Mr. Phillips said that God brought him from a dark place, and God has made him a better husband, father, and friend.
Come on now.
Right. That's what's up.
That's what man said. That's what man said. If Phil don't show up, we got to go put an APB out.
Right, we got to go find him. Get him.
We appreciate you, Phil. That's what I'm talking about.
And that's the thing, man. And that's the thing, to recognize, you know what? That's where I was.
Right.
And now I'm not allowing my past to hinder my future.
And don't allow anybody else to bring your past up to try to have you to sit inside of your past.
Come on, man. Come on. And now he said I'm a better husband,
better father,
and a better friend.
See, I love it.
Hey, can we be friends too?
I know, right?
We already friends.
Hey, no, I'm telling you, man. But that's what
I love it.
But that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? When you are willing to get to the bottom of whatever it is that plagues you, I guess I'll say, because then you begin to see the difference,
right? And
that the difference your life is, and then also you begin to see the difference that it does into the lives of those around you.
Right.
Yeah, man. That's what's up.
He said, yes, sir.
That, my man.
I love it.
Hey,
yeah.
I'll let you know when I'm down in Texas, Slim.
We appreciate y'all. Is he in Texas?
Yeah, Phil, you in Texas, right? I hope I remember that.
We appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much for showing up. Listen, it's about that time. We got some more salmon bites coming out the fryer. So we have Phil last night said popcorn, or last week said popcorn.
And we got the popcorn. I ate mine. You know,
we just couldn't make it a whole meal.
White one, she wasn't going for it. And then my man, Celebrity Chef Mike.
Celebrity Chef.
How can the people reach you, bro?
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired.
You weren't ready?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Craving Flavors, right?
Craving Flavors, Facebook, Craving Flavors, Instagram, and also cravenflavors.com.
And spell that for them because it ain't the regular.
CRAVINFLAVAS. And you can also Google me.
Google.
Yeah. Yeah. So y'all
don't be shocked when you Google them now.
Reach out to Chef Mike for all your chef needs.
All your cater needs. Cooking classes.
Yeah.
One-on-one private dinner.
When you gonna start virtual classes?
After I get married.
Okay. Now you know you get married next week.
After
the honeymoon, I'm gonna circle back around and be like, when the virtual classes come
don't get me together. She gonna get me together.
I'm gonna tell you. I was asking today, can we do some sushi rolls or some
yeah,
you know,
I wanna do sushi rolls.
Them rolls. I say, hey, we wanna do a kitchen conversation with him doing roll. Where teach us how to do them rolls.
Because you know what's crazy? We went on a cruise and we did a sushi class where they showed you how to do the thing. But we ain't did it since we've been home, and we've been saying we're going, and that was 2 years ago, y'all. So we gonna get our life together. Yes.
So
listen, we want to thank you guys.
Hold on. So let us know what y'all want.
What's next week?
What we talking? What's on the menu for next week while we talk?
Wait. Your dinner rehearsal is next Thursday, ain't it?
No, it's Friday.
No.
We get married Friday.
Because you changed it from Wednesday.
No, it was Friday. Always Friday.
It was always Friday.
The second.
But the dinner rehearsal was on Wednesday, right?
Oh,
Thursday.
So next week
from 2 to 4, so you still can.
Okay, so next week we're gonna have a destination.
Will we be able to? You said it's from 2 to 4. Will we be able to get back here?
Well, we plan on going to dinner if you want to do it at dinner.
We're gonna be here next week, but we ain't gonna take a menu on this go around because we might not be here, but we still gonna be on for conversation. Yeah. Because for some odd reason they want me to facilitate, so I gotta be in rehearsal.
Y'all to see, it's gonna be hilarious. It's
so
gonna be amazing.
I'm just telling you, I'm not your average
definitely not.
I'm not your average facilitator. So
but I wouldn't let nobody marry me but him.
Right. So if you are engaged and you are looking for some premarital courses again or premarital coaching, reach out to us. Again, we do have a premarital course that we do teach and have clients to go through. And then if you also want us to officiate your wedding, go to marriagetakeover.com. You can put that request in, and we will be able to serve you all.
And if you would like to go through a counseling session, just give us a holler. We can go and coach you up, get you ready to go, get you back in the game. You feel me? Get you ready to go.
Have you some divorce papers up.
Hey, I'm gonna be so honest with y'all, man. We have received a testimony that there was a couple that was literally going to divorce.
They had already contacted the divorce attorney, already had a date with the court.
Yeah. And they found Marriage Takeover. Yeah. And and of course we went through some steps or whatnot. Yeah. But to hear them and say, nah, when the court called, when the debt came up, they say, no, we can cancel that because we chose to stay together and work it out. And I'm telling you, we are still, because we just don't, we let you know that you're not by yourself.
Right.
I mean, he'll tell you, even though he's, when he's here where I can touch him, but he'll tell you, I'm still here. I got you. You know what I'm saying? That you are not by yourself in this. Yeah. And so we understand because sometimes it's hard to find out one that's going to be real with you while you're going through what you're going through. You need that one to let you know, no, dog, you were wrong. But at the same time, let's think about this so that we can do this. Okay, are you sure that's not a root issue? We got to rip that up, get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, so that's the thing. So if you would just like to have a conversation, then hey, just check us out on the website, marriagetakeover.com, and we'll be more than happy to to have a conversation with you. I can't get my words out.
Give you a consultation.
And that's the thing. And, you know, if you like to join Marriage Takeover Facebook group, is what Facebook group Marriage Takeover Body of One. Go ahead on, jump on in that too, because
Answer
that's
the
a whole
3
lot.
questions.
Please answer the 3 questions.
And we'll give you guys access. And if you share it, make sure that you tell them to answer the 3 questions, and we'll let you all in. No, we should not. Not
Okay.
yet.
I'm telling you, that morning prayer, it'll get you there.
Monday morning
It'll
prayer.
get you there.
That couple's prayer on
moving
Monday.
as fast, man.
Yeah, man.
So we thank you guys so much for joining us this Thursday evening. Thank you for sharing space with us inside of your home, inside of your evening, inside of your night. We appreciate it. We know that school is back in, and so taking an hour out at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard or 6 Central, I realize that is a lot, especially now that school is in. So thank you. We do not take that lightly.
We do not.
And we appreciate you.
We thank you.
And we thank you so much. So I'm your girl, Tamika.
I'm your boy, E. Rottenham. I'm not a chef tonight.
And we got Chef Mike.
Craving flavors all day.
And listen, we will see you all on Monday for morning prayer. And this is Marriage Takeover signing out.
Holler. All right, feel like it, baby.
Thank you guys. Thank you.